My attempt in this video is to stop you all from making a huge mistake. Now, some of you have the sense, you have the know-how. There are so many people who will see this, go, ooh, shiny, and potentially mess themselves up. You can take this video as seriously as you want to, but I'm going to tell you right now what you should not be doing in SuperCard, and something you maybe should be doing if you're happy to part with a little bit of cash. And I'm not saying a lot, I'm just saying a bit. This is the thing you should not be doing, and that is spending your backstage points on these rather lovely, and I've got to be honest, I like these cards. They're part of a huge Smackdown takeover, which is great until you realize this is probably a play from the guys at SuperCard to waste your backstage tokens. Now, I have quite a few backstage tokens at the moment, not gonna lie, and I'm gonna get the card back and the chat flares, as those are exclusive items I'm never gonna get back again. But if you don't have the kind of stock I've got at the moment, then man, you would be a fool to get your hands on these right now. The only one, in my opinion, that would even be worth it would be Julia, and that is purely because her image is great. And that's nothing to say about Carmelo Hayes, the United States champ. Again, these cards look great, but they've already shown they are going to be putting more emphasis on backstage stuff. And hey, we've got several rarities coming up, so my personal opinion, it would be a big mistake. I will be grabbing one Pro of Julia, and I will be holding off on everything else. But another mistake people are making, and I've seen on recent videos, it's quite heartbreaking, because not enough of you have been hitting the thumbs up button, and that tells me that you're not completing the oxygen check. And I'm looking at these and I'm going, man, without completing that oxygen check, there's a lot of people in danger. And the only way to know is to confirm that you breathe oxygen. Do it all together, because without that, I get worried. Thumbs up, hit the oxygen check right now, and then we can get back into this. Let's go in. 3, 2, oh. It feels so good to know. Thank you. And instead of pressing these red buttons, maybe it'd be a good idea to press the red button that says subscribe, because that will tell you whenever a new video goes live, and maybe hit the bell whilst you're there so you get notified at the same time. And talking backstage, what was the last thing you got from backstage? I want to know in the comments down below, and I'll be hearting something random. Was it a daily streak? Was it the Raw cards? Was it a backstage card? Now, I do know that the guys at SuperCard, and by a SuperCard, I'm talking about Zach, who attack. And whilst I don't know him personally, I'm sure he's a snack. Matt Cardona will not be replaced into people's inboxes like we got with Ivar. I think it was Ivar, or was it Eric? I'm not sure. I wonder if that code's still available. If it is, then we'll have it on the screen so you guys can scan it. But he has said that there are locker codes, redeem codes incoming, quite a few of them. Whether it's related to the next rarity or not, I don't know. Maybe it's trying to get this Royal Rumble event back on the rails. We'll have a guide for that very, very soon, I promise you, but there's a reason I've been holding off. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what your latest one was. Was it to get Matt Cardona Pro or anything else? I look forward to seeing them. What you should be doing is getting this Smackdown bundle. It's actually incredibly cheap, and there are 10 of them, but it gets you 25 of the Royal Rumble legacy cards, 5 superstars. That's not the important bit though. The important bit are the backstage tokens, and these are really cheap packs. If you've got some extra money to spare before a new rarity, instead of purchasing one of those big expensive packs, this might be good to stock up on your backstage tokens, because if they've done the Raw and Smackdown event in this one, you know for sure that something else is coming. Plus, if you are going for the Royal Rumble event, it is going to help you, but my interest is more on the 10% chances of getting a Smackdown special edition card and a 750 backstage token. So I decided to get all 10 of them to open for this video. If you do manage to get one yourself to get the backstage tokens, let me know you got something good in the comments. Let's go. 27 cards in total. I could just skip these, but 250 credits is nice, cool. When you open the pack, I think, so we know it's 27. So if you do get any of the bonuses, it needs to be 28 or 29. So 27, that means it is standard. We get Brother. We love Bravo. We love Bravo. And these are just a shot. It's very, very cheap. I'm actually quite surprised how cheap it is. Number 27 again. So we're just going to, oh, nice. A static diamond data's page. But the main benefit really are those backstage points. 27 again. So we know that's going to be no good. This is pack number 5, I think. Not getting so much luck here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Okay, so 5 packs. I'm hoping for a 10% chance here. Nope. Okay, not so lucky right now. 27, nope, we are again not very fortunate with this one. 3 packs left. Oh, we got 28, which means this is something. I know, there'll be vague posting. Is it going to be a Smackdown card? Yes, Tamatonga. Shh, I love it. Really want to get the pro, but I know it's a bad idea, like I told you. So I'm going to hold back, and another reason to hold back is that these will show up in the cheaper packs in the superstore. So when you eventually do have excess super coins, you can just go in there and grab one, but that's one of the cards. Can we get lucky in the last 2? Not that one. That is 27. Final one. Roll the dice. No. So we managed to get 1 in the 10 pack. So the odds, as you've seen, not great. I'm going to level up Tamatonga just to check out the stats and see how good he is. I mean, immediately you can tell he's not great. Cardona is way better overall stat-wise. I mean, Cardona's better than Obafemi. I did not expect that at all. I'm kind of stunned. Now, because of the amount of backstage tokens I do have, I am going to grab 1 of Carmelo Hayes because he's him. You know, you gotta go for him. Great image of his as well. I think it's a live event image similar to Julia's. He does have the benefit of being a Smackdown champ, and he's good in toughness, good in speed, but otherwise, again, you could probably skip him. Julia, however, is better than Becky Lynch in the biggest section possible. Charisma, and she has that power, so she does have a little bit of an advantage, whereas there are plenty of speed cards available for the likes of Campaign and whatnot. But Julia is not a bad choice. The image, however, is what I've gone for her for. So I thought, hey, I'll just get the help whilst I can for Campaign. I'm gonna turn all these cards into the Rumble event now at 3,600. That's 30k. So is that gonna be enough? I'm not sure. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be, as long as we don't get an increase in the points needed. That guide is coming, by the way, but I want to make sure I get all the milestones done first. Now, Julia fully leveled up. I'm going to change the image across just to check out the Battle Pass one. My personal favorite image of hers. It looks good. I'll tell you what, that is going to look really nice. It's going to be the Block Bash one. Oh, yes. And the Ignition. Oh, you know what? Ignition looks good. I'm going to go for the Battle Pass one because it is unique in that you're not going to be able to get that again. You know, I'm a stickler for rare images. So let's check out the Pro animation right now. Yes, sir. It looks actually pretty decent. Is it the same? I think it's a little bit different to the Raw one. More like shiny. Maybe it's just the blue shining through more. But again, I loved the Raw one, so I'm going to love this one by default. Sorry for the very abrupt interruption, but I had a completely different ending to this video planned. You see, there's just been a lot going on with this game this week, and well, one of those things is that we are getting codes. The first drop today, and is a very special, one-of-a-kind, Spider-Man-esque support featuring both El Grande Americanos, the original who won PCC and the one that didn't win PCC. Now, the one that didn't win PCC is actually available in the web store for you to get right now, amongst some other cards, and we'll come back to that in just a second. This support is available in the locker code Dos Americanos, and this will give you one of those supports. You can get the other one for 500 backstage tokens, and whilst I wouldn't recommend usually if you are struggling in King of the Rings or you want something good for this rarity and the next, 500 extra backstage tokens isn't gonna break the bank. I mean, it's 1 week's worth of the daily streak, so I'd say that's worth it. Get yourself a pro as well. The stats look a little bit like this, and if you decide to go all the way, grab yourself 4 more for the F3, then this is what the stats look like for that one. But like I said, that's not the only thing that's been added to the store, because 3 brand new cards showed up, and guess what? They're all backstage cards again, and these were for the Royal Rumble PLE. The reason these dropped a little bit later is these were specifically from the Royal Rumble event, which is actually pretty cool. These are all live photos and include the likes of Charlotte Flair, Sami Zayn, and I'm quite impressed by this, Royce Keys, his first ever WWE Games thing, is in SuperCard, and it's from the Royal Rumble, which is pretty damn good. It shows you how flexible they are nowadays with this stuff. Backed up by the fact that CM Punk's old indie song Miseria Cantare is actually going to be in 2K26, and unless you've seen that match in AEW between him and MJF, you probably have no idea how epic that song is. It actually might be better than Cult of Personality. It's almost the perfect wrestling song. I mean, Bryan Danielson even said it, but I'm straying from the point. This is another problem because, again, you've got more backstage cards being produced to take your backstage points away from you so you don't use them in the next rarity, or you have to build them up. So my advice is the same. As good as these cards look, as important as it is to get Royce Keys, I know, don't do it unless you knew an unless was coming. Remember earlier on I said about packs? Well, they brought in another set of packs, and these are the Walk the Ramp packs, the big brother to the Smackdown packs I mentioned earlier, and only come in at around about £14, £15, $20. But these feature 3,500 credits, 3,500 backstage tokens, and a 20% shot to every single card in that selection. It's very similar to the Gunter Walks the Ramp for Saturday night's main event. You might remember that from Static Rarity. And this is a even bigger recommend than the recommendation I gave you earlier, because 3,500 backstage is pretty stunning, and I've recommended these packs before, so if you're gonna do anything, get these packs. I mean, you still have access to the Smackdown ones regardless. They're all gonna be there till the end of this rarity, and of course I don't come without proof, so I am going to open these packs to show you what is inside, maybe so you don't have to. You get 3 of these packs in total, similar to the 10 packs you're allowed for the Smackdown cards. I'm really hoping for something good here. Let's go. 3,500 credits, nothing this time, but maybe pack 2 or 3 has something better for me. Hey, let's go. Okay, please be Royce Keys. I'm really hoping it's Royce Keys. Sami Zayn right now, I love Sami Zayn, but he's not someone I need. I would be okay with Charlotte Flair, although I do find it hilarious that they had the right opportunity to get a Right Arrow event card, and instead of choosing Charlotte Flair, which would be the most obvious answer, they've gone for Nattie. And Nattie's great, but I just find it hilarious that yet again, Charlotte has been snubbed, so she gets a PLE card instead. Anyway, let's reveal this card. It is... oh, it's the one I wanted. Royce Keys, the debuting Royce Keys. Although we don't know where he's going to be, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, this is way better of a use of your funds than it is to use your backstage tokens. You probably worked very hard to get. But will the final one give me a pro, or give me Charlotte, or give me more than one? It may very well do. I doubt it, because it's never been that lucky to me before. I gotta stop talking. Right, let's get to it then, because we get 2. There's a possibility for a pro Royce here, or I'm going to get Sami and Charlotte. I'm getting 2 of them regardless. So, number 1, Sami Zayn. If this is Charlotte, I will not be unhappy. It saves me a lot of backstage tokens, but I would prefer a Royce Keys. It is Royce Keys. It does give me a pro. It's a 2-for-1 special. And I'm sure you've seen the pro animation for these before, but there it is. Royce Keys in all his professional glory. He's showing up just around about the area of Drew McIntyre, and he beats Drew in 3 stats. So, hey, if you got Drew, then that probably sucks actually quite a lot. But, you know, facts being facts, I'm glad to have him. And I'm happier I got those packs than I did getting the backstage tokens. So, again, the advice is I'd hold them back. Go for these later when they're in the Superstore cards, but definitely not worth it right now. But let me know in the comments down below what the last thing you got in backstage was. And hey, if you breathe oxygen, hit the thumbs up button to let me know, because I do worry about you and you. Maybe not. Yeah, okay. I like you. But I mentioned about rarities when the next one's dropping, and in this video up here, it's got all the details, what you should save and when you can start saving it from. Plus details about the 2K26 cards that inevitably are coming at some point. Or check out the latest video on the channel just down there and hit my face if you want to subscribe. Until next time, I've been JB. Keep it awesome. Bye-bye.